So that brings us to the next segment. What crazy thing did Citi do this week? And it has been a crazy week indeed.
It has. This is going to be fun. We've got a triple header today.
A triple header, Micah. You don't get that every week, right?
No, I don't think we've ever done a triple header before.
No.
This week's contenders are Citi, Barclays, and Choice Privileges.
Everybody's getting in on it this week. Everybody wants in on what crazy thing to say. So the hot new thing. Everybody's like, maybe we can get featured on the Frequent Miler. What crazy thing did Citi do this week segment?
I'm sure, the whole industry is abuzz trying to get in on our show.
I mean, truthfully, just about everybody has at this point, right? I mean, Chase has been in there, Antics has been in, Hilton's been in, Marriott's. Everybody's been in there, so they do seem to be chomping at the bit. So this week, the competition started out, or maybe not started out, but we're going to start it out anyway with Citi. Because Citi did something pretty crazy that in a normal week would probably be the only crazy thing.
Right. And it's only crazy because it's unusual for Citi.
Right. So we're talking, of course, about the fact that Citi is offering 5% back and up to $500 of spend on basically all of your Citi cards. They say all of your eligible, but it seems like every Citi card is eligible just about. So 5% back on up to $500 in spend online from November 24th to November 30th. You do have to register in advance. So you have to click the registration link and register to get your 5% back. But then it's like a free $25 if you're going to spend $500 online between Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And I bet quite a few listeners are going to do that, right?
Right. I mean, it's an easy win as long as you can keep track of, which cards you've spent money on and everything. If you're going to spend more than 500, then, rotate through your cards and get the easy money. And this is on top of the usual points or other earnings you get from your card. And on top of other promotions, it should stack with things like Citi Prestige offering 5x for online purchases and a lot of cards get targeted offers from Citi all the time. It should stack with all of them.
Yeah, and retention bonuses if you got one of those on your card. So, I mean, you could certainly be earning a great return for your online purchase. I mean, it could make it something that clearly stands out from all other cards, except maybe an Amex card that you've loaded with that plus 8 points per dollar at Amazon offer that we posted this week. That was a terrific one too. So if you haven't seen that, I don't know if it'll still be available on Amex cards by the time you hear this, but if you have an Amex card, you ought to check for the plus 8 points at Amazon.com. But anyway, other than that, this will make for a terrific
return.
And the craziest thing, so okay, good at 5%. 5% is good, period. If that was the only rewards you'd earn, that would be good.
It'd be good, but it wouldn't be like huge news because a lot of cards like with rotating categories offer that. The Freedoms and the Discover cards frequently offer 5%, at least for Amazon, not necessarily for all online purchases.
Right. But that's still notable. People that have those cards make sure that they spend on those because that's the best return you're going to get. So, I mean, 5% as a return is terrific. And the fact that it stacks on top of your earnings, I mean, hello, great deal. The crazier thing is that they created a registration website that actually works. I was able to register all of our Citi cards. You, Greg?
I was, but saying it actually works is a little bit extreme.
So didn't take it that far?
No. So my experience was when I first went to the registration page, it only showed my 2 bank accounts with Citi, and there were no offers. Like you have to pick your card from a drop down, and then it shows you this offer that you could register for, and it didn't show any. So I tried from another browser, and this time 2 of I think I have like 5 or 6 Citi credit cards. 2 of them showed. When I picked one of them and registered, then the others magically showed up. Yeah.
So never mind.
It's still Citi's usual mayhem. We're getting a lot of comments in the post about I wasn't eligible to register, and I tell people, try again, try another browser.
Right.
It will work eventually. The other kind of crazy thing is, that they sent out emails to people, not yet to everybody, not yet for all cards, but it seems to be coming, and they still have a few more days from when we're recording this to get it out to everybody before the bonus starts.
Right.
So that's crazy, but here's sort of a nuance that's the usual Citi crazy, which is that if you click it gives you like one click to register. You don't have to sign in. So it's very different from the link we posted, because link we posted, you have to sign in, pick your card, and then register. The email from Citi, you pick it, it just says you're registered. If you click again on the same email, it says, sorry, you're already registered. The only reason that's all weird is that people were worried they had already registered through the link we had posted, and they didn't get the message when they first click on their email. They didn't get a message saying
that
you're already registered.
Oh.
So then they started questioning, were we really registered when we signed up through the link that we posted? Yes, you are really registered. You could go to your online Citi account and go through your offers. You should see it there. But it's
so 50%
usual Citi-ness.
functionality.
Usual Citi-ness.
Yeah, exactly. No sense in going more than halfway on something. So so they cut things a little short, I guess. But they are emailing people before the promotion begins. Registration has begun, of course, already, but before the actual 5% begins, which is that's huge. I mean, for Citi, that's
new for them.
That's wonderful. So we won't complain too much about Citi. So, all right. So Citi got a little crazy. If you got Citi cards, register those 5%. Hello, come on, take it.
It's great. Yes.
Right, easy money. So, all right. So then, not to be outdone by Citi, Barclays got really crazy this week, right?
This has got to be, if we're gonna have crazy thing of the year awards,
right?
Which we should do.
We should. Definitely should.
This has to be the leading favorite going in. So whereas we've been talking for weeks now about credit card companies offering great new sign-up bonuses, and Barclays is like, we've got you beat. We're going to give you a great offer for just having the card, and no new sign-up required. We're going to give you 60,000 points with only $3,000 spend, and just because no particular strings attached.
They were like, we're going to give you a sign-up bonus, but here's the catch. You don't need to sign up for a new credit card. You're like, wait, what? I don't understand something here, Barclays.
Right.
Don't get it. But yeah, I mean, so tons of different Barclays cards got that offer. Now, there are some different versions of the offer. So some people got different things. Some people got 10x on up to 1,000 spend for each of the next 3 months. So that'd be a total of 30,000 points, bonus points. And when I say that, it's on a wide range of cards. We've had people reported on Aviator, Wyndham, Choice, Arrival, like you name it, 10 of whatever those points are per dollar for 3 months. And then a lot of people, not quite everybody, but a lot of people also got a bonus if they spent the 3,000, 1,000 each of those months, they would get an additional 30. So for a total of 60,000 points for 3K spend, like Greg is saying, which, I mean, 60,000 American Airlines miles, 60,000 Arrival points. I mean, that's just amazing. Who would have for existing cardholders? What?
I know, it's insane. So I'm currently down to just one Barclays card in my portfolio. And when the news came out, I kept searching my email. I couldn't find it. Finally, I took quoted text from the email based on our post about this thing and searched my Gmail. And sure enough, it was an email that I had archived. Like, I go through all the promos and just archive or delete them, if they're not obviously interesting. And so for whatever reason,
60,000 free points was not interesting for you. Not immediately clear.
It wasn't clear that that's what was happening, obviously, from the subject heading. So I'm glad I found that I was targeted. And
that's amazing. If you get targeted for that, you definitely want to do that. There's no question about it. You don't have to open a new account and you get the equivalent of a new account bonus. I mean, we just never hear that kind of thing. There are things called retention bonuses that we'll talk about later on that can be good, but even a typical retention bonus doesn't hold a candle to the offers coming out from Barclays here. And
plus you exactly. Normally they wait for people to ask for it or to threaten to cancel their card before they offer anything like a retention bonus. But in this case, they're just randomly sending them out. And so I guess not everybody got these. I think
it seems not everybody did.
Did you didn't get one, right?
No, we got rid of all of our Barclays cards. We literally closed the last one 2 months ago. And I keep getting emails saying, your statement is there, and I just ignored them because I knew the card was canceled. But then I was like, oh, maybe they didn't cancel it. Let me log in and check really quick.
Yeah.
Nope, definitely closed it. So, because there was a hot minute where I was like, maybe I'm going to get the email, but no, didn't happen.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So I don't. Did they do this on any of their fee-free cards? Do you know?
Yeah. People got it on.
They
Got this on the Arrival, not the Arrival Plus, the original Arrival, $60K.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, that's better than the welcome bonus ever was on that card. I think when it was available.
I'm sure it is. Yeah.
So
and that's basically like $600 cash. On that card.
Exactly for $3K spend. I mean, that's amazing. So yeah, they definitely on that. No fee JetBlue got some offers. Now there were JetBlue specifically, I remember at least one or two people reporting something a little different. It was like 3 points per dollar at Amazon or 5 points per dollar at Amazon or something on up to $1,000 a month or something like that. So it was a lesser offer that a couple of people had mentioned. But no, there were definitely some no fee cards in there that got great offers too. Choice Privileges, I don't think that card has an annual fee, does it? And there was somebody that got
I can't remember
a similar offer. I don't think so. And it's not one that I carry, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, so there were a few different options in there that would certainly be appealing. So definitely check your email. If you're a Barclays card holder, do what Greg did. Search for those terms that you see in the email, screenshots in our post about it. By the way, in case you don't follow along every week with the notes of the show, there are always links to posts with more information in the notes, the show notes. So if you're watching this on YouTube, it's going to be in the description below. If you're listening on a podcast platform, then when you look at the show description, you'll see links to the relevant posts about all of these things. So if you're like, I don't know what to look for, just look for the description. You'll find a link there.
Cool. Yeah. And this also reinforces our thing we've said many times, which is when you're looking to cancel a card, it's often better to see if there's a product change option to a no fee card. Because if you had a no fee Barclays card and got one of these offers, you'd be pretty happy right now. And so you just never know when those kind of things will happen.
Right. All right. So Barclays got crazy, super duper crazy with us this week. That brings us then to something that's a little more fun crazy, and that's Choice Privileges. So Choice Privileges decided to get crazy this week too. They wanted to just sneak in an entry right at the at the cutoff time, so to speak, with a crazy thing this week. So what happened with Choice?
Right. So Choice lets you redeem points at very poor value for gift cards, and so they sent out an email saying, "Great news! You now get more value, so you can redeem for fewer points for the same value gift cards." And so Stephen clicked through to check it out and found out that it's not actually working. So you'd still pay the old amount, but not only that, the new amount, it's still a bad deal.
Right.
So to advertise a bad deal and then not actually have it working is
pretty crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
Hey guys, you can get a terrible deal here. Click through, and then you click through, and you're like, "Wow, that's not even as good as the deal that they advertised."
Right. I mean, to their credit, maybe the tech people who had to implement it were like, no one's going to click through this. This is a terrible deal.
Right.
Why should we bother?
Very well be. That could very well be the answer.
They said to the marketing people, yeah, we got this.
we know how many people are clicking through on this. Don't worry. So if you get the email from Choice Privileges inviting you to spend 6,000 points for like a $50 gift card or something, A, you don't want that, and B, it's not even working. So, or at least it wasn't when we recorded this. Maybe somebody called the tech team after they heard that they made the What Crazy Thing segment on Frequent Miler. Maybe somebody called the tech team in the time between that and when you're listening, but probably not.
Probably not.